I believe in your young age, 18, 20, 25, your 20s basically, just to work hard. You can set up your life much better. And I remember when I was 20, you don't think about retirement for sure. You just think of how to enjoy the money you make right now. And that's okay. And enjoy some of it, of course. But you can set up your life so much better. I do own some rentals. This is my net worth, of course, including majority of it is real estate. And I do have tenants, and I talk to them. Right now, I have a vacancy in Cleveland that I'm looking to fill, and people apply, and I check their background, I check their credit history, and I look at a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. People are 50-year-olds still have student loans that they did not pay. They still carry them year after year after year. They don't go away. They cannot be bankrupt. Um, our government helps us to get more into debt for students, some of which you might be one of those students, and you have those student loans. They don't go away. Yes, you might, even if you if you graduated and you got a lot of money hopefully coming in, and if you do not pay off those student loans, they don't go away. If you pay just minimum, it's gonna last and follow you forever. There's actually elderly people who um, call and ask for advice because they in retirement age, but they have student loans. They had a different degree or went and did something else, and this is strangling them. You know, you at your young age, you can avoid all that. Learn from those people. Go to Reddit. That's where I get all these questions of young people asking. Go there and take a look at this. From what I'm noticing, around mid 20s to mid 30s is when people start paying attention to the money. They figuring out, okay, I've been working for over a decade now, and I'm not moving anywhere. And that is one of the reasons that I'm bringing those questions. And interestingly enough, um, not all of them, of course. A lot of people, a lot of young people, still searching or not searching. They're just enjoying their life, pursuing whatever they want, and not thinking about finances and not thinking about consequences of their choices. Remember, one of my phrases, my favorite phrases, is you can pay for your choices or you can get paid for your choices. I like to get paid for my choices. So, all right, without further ado, let's take a look at this question. Young man trying to gain financial independence. Details below. I live in New York City, Queens. Whew. Hi, I have been working as a plumber helper for a year and a half. I've managed to find a company that is giving me full benefits with no deductibles, but the pay isn't amazing. I'm currently 24 years old male making 14 an hour. Wow. On average make $470 a week after taxes, and I'm living home with my family. I barely have anything saved up. As of right now, I have 2,000 in Chase saving account and 1,800 in an IRA that I started 8 months ago. I mean, that's something. I have a girlfriend that I have been with for 7 years, and I am looking to get myself on my feet and be a man that can provide for myself and her as she in school. I'm without a doubt due for a raise, and I will be evaluated every 6 months for a raise. I was making more money in the past doing what I do, but I didn't have any benefits, so I took a pay bump to have that luxury. All right, sounds like a pay cut, you mean. My monthly expenses are as follows. IRA $200, phone bill roughly $100, a little under, but I want to keep the numbers clean. Gym $25, music, gaming accounts $40, Metro card $130. I honestly feel I could save a whole lot more, and I feel that 2K is literally peanuts that I couldn't do anything with. It's really discouraging, and I'm hoping to gain some advice on how to save better or cut back on unnecessary bills. I plan to I plan on being engaged to my girlfriend by next May. Thankfully, we plan on having a 2 year engagement to aggressively save to get a place together. Also, another question: how should a young couple go about moving out? Should we be looking to get a condo, co op, or rent? Wow. Well, this is a loaded question. There's a lot of stuff going on. First of all, you're in New York and you cannot, it would be hard for me to survive in Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, at $14 an hour for sure. So, a couple things. Right now, you probably can find a job at least $20 an hour. You don't need benefits right now. Hustle, get maybe a second job. Um, this is not advice. I'm not your financial advisor, but looking at these things, it will be hard. Something has to change. Okay, you have income, you have expenses. Right now, you have no expenses because you live with your parents. Once you step out of that, you cannot survive on $14 in New York unless you have 5 roommates, which is an option as well. Okay, a few things. $14 an hour. You have no business putting money into your IRA. Although I was saying that it will pay off in big way. First of all, I do not recommend, but it is better to have Roth IRA because you put money after tax and it grows tax free for what 60 years in this case, not 60, 43 years or whatever till age 67. Okay, so I would definitely stop contributions right now. I would put money in a saving account. I would basically start saving up like crazy right now. I would not um, be dating somebody for 7 years and then engage for 2 years. There's no point of waiting. Okay, you've been with her, she's the one. Propose to her and get married. You don't need to wait for anything. You do, however, need to figure out where you're going to live. Looks like you're not going to be able to survive on your own outside of your parents' house. Maybe you need to move. Maybe you need to come to Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. You can rent my house in Cleveland for almost $1,100 a month. I'm joking, but it's much cheaper here. You can find tenants. I have met people actually. I was on the trip visiting somebody I know in Chicago, Illinois, and this is a couple who lived with another couple. They bought a duplex. They were living, one couple in one bedroom, another couple in another bedroom, and they were renting downstairs or something like that. And of course, in Chicago, real estate is much more expensive than here, but they were making it work. It's inconvenient, of course. You have another couple, who knows what they're doing in a bedroom. Um, but it's definitely not gonna be easy, but you need to hustle.